Hello, beautiful people. How you all doing today? It's your one and only anointed Theophilos. On this video today, I want to be very fast. I want to talk about wrong reasons some people look out for in a relationship. Why am I talking about this? Some people are looking for qualities in a man's life. They are looking out for qualities in a woman's life. But those qualities, when it comes to life issues, when it comes to spending the rest of your life with a man or a woman, these reasons are good, but they are not genuine reasons. They should not be the real reasons why you should want to date a man or settle down with a man. What are some of the wrong reasons or some of the wrong attributes why people go into relationship with a man or go into a relationship with a woman? Number one wrong reason is the look. You know, yeah, some ladies will need a guy that is handsome. They need a husband that is very handsome, cute. We fine, we make sense. You know, to look for a woman that is beautiful or a man that is handsome is not wrong. But when it comes to real life issues, when it comes to spending the rest of your life with somebody at home, it not be 5 years, not be 10 years, for another 20, 30, 40, 50 years, 60 years. One of the wrong reasons to follow a man is the look. So you must know that beyond the look of somebody, there are things that is more important to look out for, not just the look. So when it comes to real life issue, you are at that point of making a decision. Yeah, I will need a guy that is very cute. Some ladies will say, make it your tall, fine, handsome guy. Ladies always they like tall people, tall guys. Make it fine, fair, with the tattoo, blah blah blah. Make it get swag, It depends. But as a Christian that you are, you must know basically when it now comes to real life issue, somebody I want to live with, looks should not be a criteria for choosing somebody. Somebody can be very handsome, very beautiful, and the person can be very I don't want to give different example. In other words, what you should look for is the person inside the looks, the real person inside the container. The body is just a container. That's why you see a very handsome man or a very beautiful woman, the husband will be not be looking good. You see a very handsome guy, you see him getting married to a woman who is not what we call beauty. She's not beautiful. Why? It is not the outward beauty, but the inside beauty. You need to meet some women. Oh, you make your world beautiful. It's not their looks. So looks is one of the wrong things people look out for when they are looking for relationships. So don't fall victim for looks. It's not bad thing if your husband is cute. It's not a bad thing, but that should not be the primary thing that somebody who wants a lifelong relationship should base his criteria on. Looks is totally wrong. Another wrong reason why people want to date or get married is about money, influence, and name. People want to marry stars. People want to marry somebody who already have money. People want to marry people based on their profession, based on their family name. I don't want to mention families around the world or families in Nigeria that when you mention their name, you just know that this family have money. When you mention the pen, you just know this person is a top star in the movie industry, in the educational sector, in the music industry. This person has a name. Because this person is a musician, no, I must marry him. No. One of the wrong reasons to want to settle down with somebody, don't settle down with somebody because the person has a name or because the person has money. A lot of ladies fall victim of this. They just see somebody with a car, a nice car, a nice house, and that's how they say they fall in love. It's not that they're actually looking for the man or the woman inside. They are in love with what? Materialism. So one of the wrong reasons why people fall in love is because they saw material things. There's a car oh, the guy has money to took me to an expensive restaurant during the date and all that. No, real ladies, they don't look at those things does not impress them. If you like take them to expensive place, buy them expensive gifts, they will still want to know who you are. What is the source of your income? What is your I'm going to go into some of the attributes that you should look out for in a man. So one of the wrong attribute people look out for is, I want an office offer. I want to date a guy who already have money. Oh, somebody can have money today, and you settle down with that person, and a few years into the marriage, the person can go start grow to zero. It depends. We don't pray for that, for anybody to go down. So there are people who used to have and today they don't have. There are people who were nothing, but because the lady or the man saw the capacity and the dreams and the vision, he went ahead. He wasn't looking at material things. And today there are so many women who their husband became successful. There are so many men who their wife became successful because they stood by them when they were nothing. So don't look at money to choose a man. Say, this man get money. Oh, I don't want to give examples regarding this. I know a lot of people who used to have, and because of that, a woman said, oh, nah. Meanwhile, it was not actually the man he fell in love. Somebody can have money and be an abusive person. He can have money, he can have a name. That's why you see some celebrities who have a name. They don't have successful home. 2-3 years into marriage, you see that they've broke up. Why? Because most of them went in because of the name the person already have. She's a movie star, he's a movie actor, a producer, because she's popular, and some people have used that popularity to get ground, but some, it was not that it's not popularity that makes up a home. The fact that you are popular, you have a name, you have a good profession, you are a lawyer, a doctor. I want to marry her because he's a banker. No, that's not what it's not the profession of the person or the family name that makes up a good home. It's not what makes up a good man or a good woman. So that should not be the attribute you should look at for when it comes to lifelong, to build a happy home or a happy relationship. Then one other wrong reason I think a lot of people also look out for is particularly here in Europe, some people want to date you, follow you, fall in love, pretend that they love you because they are looking for document. This one normally happen in Europe. In Nigeria, more probably they want to date you, marry you, fall in love with you because you went to school, you are a graduate. Now you can get a particular level of job. You will not be a peasant worker in Nigeria. Maybe you will just graduate from the oil company. You read banking and finance, you're going to work in the banking sector, So a guy might pretend to love you just because you have a particular level of success, So I'm saying one of the wrong attributes you look out for, or people look out for to begin to fall into a relationship and say they want to go into marriage, is because the person is having documents. In Europe, in America, in Canada, UK, because we are immigrants, we are foreigners, some people will likely want to pretend or go into that relationship because the person have document already they don't have, so they're going to use you as a platform to want to get document, permit of stay. So they're going to form and say they love you, they get married, and so after paper reach their hands, sometimes you now see the true color of that person. I have seen a lot of people like that. Immediately paper reach their hand, they brought out their real colors, and the woman was like, I saw this man be, or the man was like, whoa, I saw this woman be. No, so they followed you because you had a document. So I get passport. So if I don't marry, I will get passport. So a lot of people got married like that. Even immigrants want to get married to white. Why? Because it is based on infatuation. There is document to achieve from this marriage. There is money to achieve. So one of the wrong reasons people look out for is because this person already have a paper, a document. This person is already a graduate, So those are wrong attributes to look out for in relationship. I will just talk about briefly What are some of the right attributes you should look out for when it now comes to the issue of lifelong relationship, settling down with somebody? Dating is a time to study the person. Courtship is a time to know who the person is, what are his characteristics, what are his weaknesses, what are some of the things you can take as long as you're going to be living with him. Will I be able to take this? Will I not be able to take this? What are some of the right values, right attributes you should look out for as a man, as a woman, when it comes to settling down, when it comes to actually getting serious in a relationship? What are some of the right attributes you should look out for? I'm going to speak from the perspective of as a believer. You know, any man who said there is no God, the Bible says the man is a foolish man. So one of the right attributes you should look out for in a man is, does he know God? That lady you are, oh, is she fine? Does she have the fear of God? You know, when you have the fear of God, there are some extents you can go in a relationship. There are things you will not say to your spouse. There are actions you will not take. There are reactions you will not react, even when issue pops up. Why? Because you have the fear of God. So one of the qualities you should look out for in a man is the fear of God. Another thing I said in one of my videos is that one of the things you should look out for in a man is that you must look out for a man and a woman who has a vision. A lot of people lack visions in life. They are not motivated by anything. Some people can just make money now, good money, but because there is no vision, the money goes like that. You know, they are not able to invest. They are not able to put the money in their goals, in their purpose, in their career. Why? Because they don't even have. So one of the attributes you should look out for in a man is his vision. When you are talking, dating, from the talk and date, you will know a man who has visions, who has purpose in life. Look out for this quality, because the person you want to spend the rest of your life with should have a vision that you want to build, that you are going to be building on with him or with her. That's the right quality you look out for. It's not looks. It's not money. Somebody can have money today. Ooh. The issues of life can turn it around. So look out for the fear of God. Look out for vision. Another thing I like that I will advise, if you are my sister, if you are my relation, you are my friend, and you ask me which kind of attribute I should look out for in a man, in a woman, I'll tell you another thing you should look out for is respect. Respect. You know, I came from Africa, and Africa believe that the woman is some Africans still have that mentality of those days, like, a woman is inferior to the man. That's not true. Some women have been able to do expensively well. They've done better in some areas than some men. I don't want to call names. In the movie industry, in the music industry, in the banking industry, we have people like Ezekwesili. Today he's the chairman of the World Trade. Around the world, he's the number one woman. She's a woman from Nigeria. So you must look out for your respect. A man who doesn't respect you, doesn't give you your accolades, your respect, not abusing you, talking to you anyhow, it's difficult to have a happy relationship or a happy home with such a person. So one of the qualities you should look out for is a man who respects you. And it's a sign, when a man loves you, he respects you. He doesn't insult you, abuse you, even when there is misunderstanding. There's some extent he will talk. He doesn't talk above, like, not say things to hurt you. Even when there's settlement, you still feel relegated, and you still feel that hurt from that words he said. So a man should be able to respect you. Look out for that quality, a man who knows how to respect. When he's talking with his family, he's talking with his mom, his brothers, he's talking with his friends, how does he communicate? What are the things he says when he's talking with people? You know, because when love, they shock you from the very first time. Everybody can pretend. A girl can pretend. A guy can pretend. A man can pretend to be very romantic, calling you every time. No. You can monitor him or her if she has respect when he talks around with family and friends. That one is very key. So respect is very key, especially you who wants to enter the relationship. It's very key. So another thing you should also look out for in a man or in a woman is habits. Habits. Wow, this video don't be long. I want to cut it off now. All right, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please, if you are able to watch it to this extent, I'm begging you, just subscribe and click the notification bell button if you have not subscribed. For those of you who are my subscriber, thank you. Please don't forget to like and comment on this video if you ever watch it, please. Now, some of us are already in relationships, some of us are dating, and some of us are already married. Another quality you should look out for in a man's life or in a woman's life, I'm talking about looking at this positive side of a person that is good to go when this person have this. Another thing you should look out for is habits. You know, if you are getting to meet a girl for the first time, you're getting to meet a man for the first time, one of the things you should look out for is the habit. You know, there are people who had good habits, and you know this habit is very good for a happy home, happy family, you know. But there are some people who have habits that will not be positive to the family. What you try to do, maybe during courtship and during the dating, if you see that it's an habit you can change, then you work on those habits and see how you can change them. You know, there are people who have habits of drinking excessively, smoking, womanizing. There are people who have habits of always playing gamble, habits of partying. You know, that's an habit. There are some people who hardly stay at home weekend. They must go out weekend to go and spend money, either in club, either in party, or they will always have somewhere to invite. So those kind of habits will only make the family to lose money when you are in that kind of home. A man who always, or a woman who always go out to spend money in clubs, you know, and some of all these other habits. Any habit you see that will not help you tomorrow when you now have a home with that woman or a home with that man, those habits you should try and work with them, work on them, pray concerning them so that God can change, especially when you actually are in love with that person. You understand? There are some people that have the habit of not wanting to pray, very lazy around. They don't want to pray, they don't want to go to church, they don't want to study their Bible, you know. And as a home that want to raise a happy home, you also need God in that family, you know. So you should also be able to see how we can work on that side to see that, oh, we are not just making money, wearing markers, designers, making money, buying cars, building house. We should also have God factor in the family, because without God, the family is empty and the family is in danger. The devil can attack anytime and he will be free to attack. Why? Because there's no edge covering the family. So when you meet somebody who is not God-fearing, he doesn't want to go to church, in church, they have all reasons to say concerning church, but you must make sure that the person is at least averagely spiritually okay. He has time to pray and talk to God. You know, two of you have time sometimes to pray and talk to God. It's very important. You must watch out for habits that you know that will be destructive to the family. Work on those habits, pray about it. But if you know that the person doesn't want to change, I will not recommend you to go ahead if you are not married yet. Let's say, for example, you are dating somebody and the person always get drunk back home. Are you going to raise kids with somebody who always come back drunk? You know, some of them they get drunk, they are not violent. Some of them get drunk and they are violent. They will insult you during that drinking, you know, be abusive. They can hit you over little argument, you know, and you are trying to change a person during dating. A drunkard, if you're my sister, I would not recommend you to go ahead with that kind of person, you know, an abusive person. That's their habit, you know. Look out for habit. I'm telling you some of the right habits, some of the right attributes, values that you should look out for when it now comes to the issue of real life, everyday living with somebody, you know. So I think another thing you have to also look out for is if the person is neat, when we dey house now, especially with the men, we can put one shoe there, go and throw one shoe there. My wife will always tease me, oh, anytime you come in, everything, so you are tired, you throw shoe there, you can just go and push it, just push it there. So you treat some of those habits, you can work on gently, little by little. You can begin to try to work on them every day. Keep telling the person, no, not like this, do it like this. Watch out for neatness. It's good that you look out for attributes that are more of internal attribute that will not put the family in a negative side in the future. So look out for those. Those are the right value you should look out for. Another thing is responsibility. A man that learn how to take responsibility. Some men are very freaking lazy. Some women are very freaking lazy. So you should be a go-getter. You must look out for somebody who is a go-getter, somebody who is not a lazy around, somebody who's always a go-getter. It's also a right attribute to look out for, especially if he is a man asking you out and wants to settle down with you. You cannot marry. There will be so many limitations when a man who doesn't take up his responsibility. What are some of examples of responsibility? I don't want to go into details. This video is enough. If you have any questions, send me an email, anointedtheo@gmail.com. Help me share my video. Thank you for watching up to this extent. I'll try to drop more video regarding family matters. God bless you. If you have your own personal experience contribution, contribute it on the comment section below. Please don't just watch the video and you don't comment. I would love to see your comment. Thank you so much. God bless you one more time, and see you in the next video. Ciao.